Now, from the great state of Washington, EA Sports, so proud to welcome you to the Chambers Bay Golf Course for this edition of PGA Tour Golf. Alongside PGA Tour winner Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner. And today, Frank, our competitors will be squaring off in match play. What would you draw upon when you played in a competition like this?
Momentum swings, Rich. Sometimes you generate them, sometimes you're on the receiving end. But just really be conscious of when that pendulum is flowing and which direction it's going.
That first one's always important in what figures to be a tough match. And that one safely in the fairway at this opening par 4. And that ball going to roll out a little too much as the momentum carries it all the way into the bunker. An early barometer of his day to come, his second to this opening par 4. Well, given the choice, most players would rather play from the green grass versus the white sand.
Yeah, there was no advantage to try and take that much more out of that fairway bunker. Couldn't reach the green. It's a smart play. Oh, that ball limps its way onto the green, but yeah, you never know. One putt away.
Iona Stephen is at the first green. This for birdie.
Yeah, and this is the sort of putt that he can have a good run at, ever so slightly up the hill with a hint of movement from left to right.
Frank, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
14 feet to the hole. Safely in. It's a par here at the first, and that will win the hole. Now to the second hole here at Chambers Bay, and Frank, it is not overly long. Where's the trouble here?
Well, 281 yards really to the big long bunker that goes all the way to the green. So as long as you can avoid that, you don't have to hit driver down here, just something that's going to be a little short of that. You're still only going to have 100 yards really, or just over 100 yards in for your second shot. A really good chance too to get off to a good start. Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
Okay, things looking good early. A quick one-up lead, and this ball in the fairway here at number 2. Frank, what do you think about this approach shot here at the second at Chambers Bay?
If you've driven it down the right side, you have a much better view of this green, better access to the flag when it's on the back left. You really want to just avoid that little bunker that cuts in on the right side. There's a little sort of gut on that left side of the green, where that sort of collects the ball. Yeah, it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
Second shot for him now at the second. And that's worth a club twirl there. Beautifully judged. Let's see if he can knock this in. It's for birdie. Okay, no problems there. Finishing off a birdie at number 2. And that is going to win the hole.
At the third tee now, Frank, and what are we staring at here?
This green is anything other than symmetrical, so be very, very cautious on where the flag is. Anything in the middle of the green you can putt to the corners. Well, if you can call them corners. More like ragtails, but beautiful par 3.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Clean lie here for his second to the par 3.
Well, Frank, this is a case where a par is going to feel like an eagle if he's able to get this done.
If he can just make it, just make this putt, then just like run to the next tee.
Anything close will do. This for par to win the hole. Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And that will make things a little tighter as he gets back to 3 down.
Frank, here on the fourth tee, you get a good look, don't you, at what Chambers Bay really is all about.
It's framed beautifully, Rich, by the bunkers there, left, short off the tee, plus the ones down the right side. You can see everything in front of you, but the hole does bend to the right. This is another one where you've got a generous fairway, but don't be fooled by that. It's fairway first.
Tough par 4 measuring 495 yards.
Okay, things have been a little shaky here on this front side, but a few more drives like that could help right the ship. What a front side this has been. Already a commanding lead in this match. And here's another drive that'll wind up in the short grass. Not sure what happened there. Wrong club selection, poor execution. Regardless, a lot of meat still on that bone. That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. Gonna have to try and give this a good thump to fly it to the hole. Yeah, that'll do nicely. Just beyond the hole. Super job there out of the bunker.
He has a 12-footer here.
That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's just now it's another shot.
That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And now maybe a chance to regroup as he'll gain a little ground there. Now 4 down.
Frank, it's kind of fun to swing away on an elevated tee like this, the 5th here at Chambers Bay.
It looks straight away. It certainly does. And under 500 yards, so it gives you a chance, plus that elevation. You should be able to knock one down there. The whole pinch is in, though, with those bunkers left and right. And there's just one bunker in the front of this green. And that, as you can guess, should be avoided.
Be careful. They call this hole free fall.
Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway.
Right in the fairway and 180 yards from here.
So Iona, this his second from the fairway.
It's 125 yards left to the hole, pin smack bang in the middle.
This one's looking good.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Looking to splash this softly onto the green.
Okay, pretty big swing necessary there, and that's not all that bad from that far away.
That is so painful when you come up that short.
Why is it that putts on line come up short?
Yes, a good read. It's a birdie here at 5. And he's saying, hey, don't count me out just yet. Wins that hole to get back to being 5 down.
Getting set to hit the tee shot here at the 6th at Chambers Bay. Frank, where are you looking to land the ball off the tee here?
There's a nice dune down that left side that sort of gives you a good line that you can work the ball off here. But remember, this is a links golf course, so you don't try and fight Mother Nature because she'll always win. So just anything down the left, let that ball sort of kick its way back towards the middle of the fairway. A lengthy par 4 though at 495.
Frank, what do you think about this approach here at the 6th?
Well, one of the few greens here that's protected on both sides. Rather narrow green, and you can see really what happens if you miss. Bunkers left and right. Plus there's a couple of ridges, so club selection is important here.
Now the approach shot here at the 6th at Chambers Bay, and what's the key, Frank?
Well, I think it's a fun second shot, Rich. Too often people just look at the yardage and they blaze away, but really, if you wanted to play this hole as the Scots want to play the game, then when the pin's at the back, you'd hit a low running shot that bisects those two bunkers.
And that ball gonna settle on the fringe, but a good distance from the hole.
An awkward little bunker shot, just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Line may have been a little more sunken in than we had thought, but all in all, not a bad shot out of the bunker. Okay, that'll guarantee at least a push. That's in for par.
Just 5 feet left.
Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th. And that means this hole is tied, and the difference in the match is going to stay at 5.
On the 7th tee now, it is over 500 yards from the back tee.
Yeah, this is called humpback, and you can see why. There's all those mounds and undulations between you and the hole, plus all that amazing bunkering down the right side. All to be avoided, really. If you can do that, then you get a decent look at this green. But yeah, you've mentioned it, 500 plus yards. It's going to play longer than that uphill.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Here at 7, this is second from off the fairway. Ooh, that's where the wayward previous shot will cost you. Failed to reach the green from the rough, and now it's time to scramble. Not gonna be easy. Oh man, it looked good initially, but rolled off the green and back into the fairway. That stings. Ah, good soft hands. That is nicely done.
Straightforward pitch shot here, 35 yards.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Okay, there's one. Can't lose the hole. That's safely in for par. This remaining for par to tie the hole. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And that'll mean this hole is tied, which will keep the difference in the match at 5.
Now to the 8th and a long par 5, Frank.
Fortunately, there's no bunkers, just the dunes either side. The hole looks a little narrow off the tee, but get down there, you're going to realise that's a fairly generous fairway. There's a little bit of mounding in this green, too, that actually slopes it back towards the player. So use that to your advantage.
This is turning a little to his left.
Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Okay, that will work its way out to the fairway, but it's going to leave a fairly lengthy approach coming up.
That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up.
Now that is a proper iron shot. Good full swing, too, and gets the result it deserves. Great shot.
Not much to this one. It's for birdie. That's a well-played hole, and that will swing the pressure to the other side as this one in for a birdie. Chance now for another birdie. Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th.
Rounding out the front side here at Chambers Bay with a par 3, the 9th.
Well, the tee is nearly 100 feet above the level of the green, so you can see everything. This is one of the best views on the golf course. A fairly lengthy par 3. Obviously it's stout, just over 200 yards, but you can see the green off that elevated tee, and this requires your best shot.
Ooh, and this is not good. That ball gonna be unplayable. It is ruled out of bounds. Okay, that one's dancing.
bit more hope than determination in that putt.
This is a 13-footer.
Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off.
You won't see a better tee shot than that. This for birdie.
Well, this game's simple when you hit him in that close. A wonderful tee shot,
And that is finished off for an easy birdie. Frank, what's the player looking at on the 10th here at Chambers Bay?
Well, normally at a par 4, you're just thinking blaze away, but this is one of the few holes, really, I think you've got to be careful on what club you hit off the tee. It starts to narrow up. You really want to avoid those two short bunkers that come in around the 300-yard mark, and that really sets yourself up with a nice sort of wedge. That's really the right way to play it. You don't have to take the trouble on in front here.
And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine.
Frank, it appears as though this approach shot here at the 10th is fairly straightforward.
It is. You've got a flat green, so you're not really worrying about mounds or bounces here. And really, this is, with a short iron in hand, this is one of those ones you just green light, you go straight at the flag here. Are you really going to take that seriously? That ball wasn't even going to land on the green, but it's finished up fine.
A nice round number here, an even 100 yards coming up for his second.
That's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
Now this, for birdie at 10.
It would be very easy to underread this putt. There is break on it from left to right, particularly as it nears the hole.
Well, just when you thought they might pick up one, now settle for a par.
Okay, just a par, but that will at least guarantee no worse than a tie here on this hole. So that's in for a par to start this backside. And that's going to tie the hole, as the difference in the match will remain at 4.
Getting set to tee off at the 11th hole, long par 4, 537 yards. Frank, how do you play this hole, with a bazooka?
Yeah, try and take that June out of play, that's for sure, in the middle of the fairway. Bunkers down the left are more for scenic rather than, they're not really problematic for the player off the tee. Just, as I said, hit it over that June, and then really there's a ridge in the middle of this green, so you've got to be on the right level. That had to be in the rough the whole way. One more bounce back on the fairway.
So this one going to have to carry a long way. And that's going to be okay. It's out of the bunker, but not as close as you'd like. Facing 29 feet. Okay, so that'll be a bogey, and it likely will not be enough to hold up on this hole. So that brushed in for par here at 11.
The 12th here at Chambers Bay is known as the Narrows. What's the play here, Frank?
Two, really. You could just sort of iron it down there, have a little wedge or a pitch in there with no sweat whatsoever. Or, if you want to have a little bit of fun, if you can drive it over that bunker that's just short left of this green, you might just putt for an eagle.
Well, this looks really good. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. This game not just about length, it's about putting the ball in the right position, and that's what he's done. Really a good opportunity to make a birdie. Let's see what he can do from 87 yards, second shot.
Rich, there's one thing about good iron play. When you hit it and it comes off the club face, you know it's going to be close. More evidence there.
This now for birdie at 12.
Yeah, and I'm seeing a bit of right to left break on this, but that's certainly not the focus. It's a steep slope, so you've got to concentrate and make sure you get this up to the hole.
Okay, that's a par, but it's going to take a free putt on the other side to avoid losing this hole, and I don't think I see that happening. So, this for birdie to win the hole. Nothing to it. It's a birdie here at 12.
13th hole now. It's a dogleg right, par 4. Frank?
But at 534 yards, you need an eagle eye, which is the name of the hole, to find exactly where you want to hit this. Doglegs to the right. There is a fairway that's plenty wide to accept a good tee shot. And then from there on in, it's actually a relatively straightforward second shot, providing you can miss that bunker that's just short in the middle of the green.
Okay, moving closer toward putting the finishing touches on this one. 3 up late and safely in the fairway here.
That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
Try to scramble here. He's giving himself a chance for par. Right about 9 feet here to the hole.
Okay, that'll do. Just a par, but it puts the pressure on the match. This to tie the hole. And that won't do it. So some separation beginning to form. The deficit now is up to 3.
Frank, now to the 14th hole, and this is the 5th consecutive par 4 here at Chambers Bay, and by this point the players will know whether they're on their game or off their game.
At 546 yards, this hole can be shortened considerably if you choose to take a brave line down the left side. You can chew off as much as 70 or 80 yards. But once again here, because the hole bends to the left, you've really got to know which direction that wind is coming from.
And you saw that one kick up some sand. It is indeed in the bunker. And with this deficit, it's going to have to be perfect golf from here on out. And that's a start, as that will wind up on the short grass. Well, one bunker to another, not a habit anyone wants to get into. From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
121 yards is the number we're looking at. Pin in the middle, so it's a green light.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
Now this, an awkward distance for a bunker shot.
Now that one is a bit of a shocker.
This one's tracking on a very good line. Look out.
That's all he wanted to do there.
Yeah, it's touch. And when you think from that distance, chances of making are almost none. So to guarantee a 2-putt, well done.
No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And now maybe a chance to regroup as he'll gain a little ground there. Now 4 down.
Frank, normally on a golf course, you don't want to spend too much time in the trees, with the trees, around the trees. But part of me wants to go up and and hug this tree because he's all alone. It's the only tree on the whole golf course.
Well, I know you're a tree hugger, Rich, I really do. But at 246 yards, when they play this off the back tee at the US Open, believe me, nobody's hugging that tree. They're just trying to make three.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Yeah, the green just didn't want to hold that one. That'll run off into the short grass. Here comes the second now from right of the green. Not on yet. Here's his third to the par 3.
Frank, you have to appreciate that. That is excellent technique right there to get right around gimme range. Should help him walk away with just a bogey.
No doubt. This is such a tricky green, too, so that's very well done.
Yeah, that's well done, though it is for bogey here at the par 3. And that's going to do it. A victory here by the final count of 4-3.
Well, Frank, what a day. Dramatic views and some great golf as well here at Chambers Bay.
You can see why this is considered a true links golf course, even though it's that far away from Scotland. It presents so well to the eye. The bunkering here is stunning, and of course, it tests every player in the game.
We enjoyed it, and we hope you did as well. For my partner, Frank Nobilo, and all of us here at EA Sports, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now from Chambers Bay.